So imagine launching a brand new business with zero online presence, and within just a few months, your phone starts ringing with service calls. That's exactly what we helped Carpet Repair Tulsa do. And today I'm going to show you how we made it happen. This is without Google Ads and without backlinks for any type of SEO purposes. That seems crazy, I know, but it happened. Not only that, um, this business is in a pretty highly competitive area, Tulsa, Oklahoma. So stick around if you want to learn how we can help your business do the same. And let me just give you a little quick preview. He is ranking like this in Tulsa, Oklahoma, which may not seem much, but again, this is highly competitive. No backlinks, no Google Ads, but he is getting more monthly service calls now within just a few months. So I am Trevor Convirs, owner of Convirs Web Design, and we help home service businesses get more monthly service calls by implementing the Service Call Accelerator framework. So Carpet Repair Tulsa, brand new business, no web presence, and this is, I mean, it was a unique case because this is a pretty highly competitive area, Tulsa, Oklahoma. It's not a small town, and there's no reviews. We didn't start with any reviews. There wasn't much of a budget for citations or backlinks. So this is just really all organic SEO to rank his website. I want to focus in on the challenges first, and then we will step through what we did and exactly how we did it so that you can see how we can help your business do the same thing. So one, no website, no GBP, Google Business Profile, no reviews. Highly competitive city, Tulsa, Oklahoma. Business name itself, this may seem like, oh, this would make it easier to rank. It really doesn't make it easier to rank. The business name is Carpet Repair Tulsa. That's a search query. So how do we tell Google that this search query is now a business name? So it does make it kind of more difficult to rank. There were some things that helped us, but overall it's difficult. Then there's not much budget. No, there was no budget, not much budget. There was no budget to begin with for backlinks, Google Ads, citations. Those would have helped speed things up, but there was just no budget right at the moment. So those were some of the areas, the hurdles that we had to overcome in this unique situation, but it looks like it happened for Carpet Repair Tulsa, and he is starting to see the results of his investment into the Service Call Accelerator framework. So let's talk about the strategy that Convirs Web Design and Carpet Repair Tulsa came up with. We built, first of all, an SE. Let me minimize myself for a second. You need to see less of me, more of the product here. We built an SEO optimized website. Pretty obvious. That's a great place to start. If you have no web presence, get a website, make sure it's optimized to actually make those conversions and get additional service calls. Because that's what we care about. I don't care about website traffic. He doesn't care about website traffic. But what he does care about is service calls. So we need to optimize a website for service calls, not website traffic. So that's what we did. The site structure is pretty simple, nothing complex about this, but we did a few things to help Google understand who Carpet Repair Tulsa is, what they do, and where they service. So one, we constantly made these call to actions about give us a call today, because you always want to tell your visitors what you want them to do next so they're not lost on your website. Also, we optimized it for kind of like this eye tracking pattern. When people go to websites, their eyes move in a certain way. They start in the top left, so we put the logo there. They know where they're at. Top right, what we want them to do next. And then bottom left, bottom right, we have the hero and section, some verbiage, some copy telling them exactly who we are, what we do, and how we do it, and how it makes their life better. And then again, finishing off with a call to action so they're not confused on what to do. This is what we want them to do. So let's go over more of the structure. I'm going to scroll down to the important pieces. Is we made sure we linked every service that he offers on every page. Interlinking, internal linking. And then we also, and this helped us out a ton because we grabbed some low-hanging fruit. Oh, put the Google Business Profile map. We embedded this on the site. Embed it. Don't use like some type of map plugin or whatever. The next thing that we did, again, low-hanging, like I was about to say, low-hanging fruit, we added service area pages for the surrounding towns of Tulsa because he was okay with going outside of Tulsa and servicing. And this is where we kind of started grabbing some of those service calls. Was from, let me move myself, like Catoosa, Jinx, Broken Arrow. Those were actual search queries people were looking for, carpet repair in this area. Well, we were set up to service those areas on the website, and those showed up in the search results, which is pretty great. So we had the service area pages also linking on every page. Let me show you. Services on a service area page, and then down here, service areas minus the one that you're on. Go back up to services. Service areas right there. All right, so that's how we structured the website and optimized it for carpet repair Tulsa. We needed to, that in itself is a keyword, carpet repair. But then we needed to define some subtopics, which would be the services, and that seemed to help us out quite a bit. The next thing we did, and maybe a lot of people don't think about this, is that we actually optimized the schema, the website schema, and made sure that we set up ID pages, made sure we filled out the schema fully, and made sure we used the correct schema and use schema on every page. So I'll just show you really quick. I don't want to go in too deep of detail because it gets kind of overwhelming. So we'll run a test in validator, schema validator. So we have the organization, and we have home construction business. That's the appropriate schema type. And then if we go to, and we filled this out completely. Big thing, we created an ID page, and then we also, you're not going to see this, it's embedded in the ID page, or linked in the ID page, is we created a Google business, or a Google site website also for this. So we're pulling Google assets and pointing back to the money site, and that helps. So just more power pointing back to the actual website. So let me grab another link here under services so you can see. So if we run a test on this one, it's going to have a different type of schema that's recommended. So we have the service schema right here. Schema helps the search engines know exactly what your website is and your business is about. So we're just trying to give as much information to the search engine as possible, since we know we don't have a budget for backlinks and citations. And then we have the same thing on these service area pages. I'll just show you those as well. Run a new test. And this should come back, I believe, as an article. Yeah, it was an article. So that's how we deem that. Those helped. I want to go back right quick. I think I'll have to run another one to the ID page. This is really important. What we found is really important and really helped us is we'll just look at the ID page. This has, so Wikipedia entries, it has the Google Business Profile map and the sites. So we can open the site up right here. Carpet Repair Tulsa. What this is doing is a page with all of the information about the business in one place. So Wikipedia is a really big entity for Google when it's learning about the business. And we just put it all in one place, and then we pointed this, and then we put this in the ID section in the schema so that Google can then go look at this page and understand the business more fully. So that helped boost out the rankings, I believe, as well. We created a Google asset, so Carpet Repair Tulsa. Again, this is on a Google site website, sites.google.com. So again, just trying to get as many assets pointing to the new website, and this seemed to help quite a bit. Let's now move away from the website. So I think that's all that we really did for the website to help it out. all we had the budget for. I want to move to the Google Business Profile. So let's go there next. It should be right here. And you can kind of see some of the search results from Google Search Console right there. So the Google Business Profile in general, I mean, there's not a ton that you have to do to optimize this, but the things that we did that seemed to be unique that helped was, one, we added custom services. So like literally one that says Tulsa carpet repair, carpet rip repair. These were things that were specific to the website. We just added custom services. You don't know how to do that, you can go down, just click add more services, add a custom service, type that in. And once you get that created, go back into it. And this is something that I need to go back and do. Create a description, and you don't have to put a price on there, but create a service description. So that's how you do a custom service, and that does help. The next thing that we did, so before I go into anything else, what did help ranking with a Google Business Profile is the actual search term is the name of the business. So this did help for the Google Business Profile, not organic, in my opinion. So that was a plus. We added his services under products, so you can go back up and where's that? Products, not edit products right here, and add these services under products. You don't have to add a price, but what you need to do is link the service page to this product. So you're helping Google understand the website and the business, and you're building out this knowledge graph. This is the knowledge graph, and that's what Google's trying to put together. And then outside of that, we made sure all of his information was correct. So phone number, obviously, hours, that's always good to put in there. Service areas, you need to make sure that was filled out correctly. Then we post once a week on his Google Business Post for him. And once you make a Google Business Post, again, you're trying, since this is a Google asset, Google's going to pay attention to this. What you want to do is, again, try to build out this knowledge graph for Google, help Google understand the business better. So think of it like a jigsaw puzzle. You're just putting these puzzle pieces together and helping Google put the puzzle together. So what we do on the Learn More button, we link it back to a page on the website, or if you've invested in citations, link it to a citation. You're just helping Google understand the business. So that did help. The last thing we did is we did build out some Web 2.0 assets, so like Facebook, Twitter, and Pinterest, to then, again, build out the knowledge graph for Google, and that tended to help because I've been noticing that Google will pull in reviews from Facebook. So definitely build out your socials and Web 2.0 assets. So that's where we started. And now let's look at the results. This is 3 months later. So this is the end, literally the last day of February 2025. We launched the website December 2024. So 3 months. And let's look at the results, and then we'll kind of talk about these. Now, again, this is Tulsa, Oklahoma. This is pretty competitive. We are seeing that he is ranking in quite a few areas, quite a few data points across Tulsa in the top 3 of the map packs. And if you remember, the map pack is, let me show you. He's probably not going to show up for my search result. So this is the map pack, and this is where 70% of web traffic is going to click, and you want them to you just want them to call you. So he's ranking the top 3 in quite a bit of areas. So I find out 3 months later, no web presence, no website, no reviews, and we're seeing this progress. And this is just because we've stuck to the SEO basics and actually have done the SEO basics really well. So we didn't just haphazardly go through it and throw some things here and there. We made sure the technical SEO is correct on the website. We made sure that we filled out the schema. Like, this is just sticking to like, hey, this is how you should do it. The title tags on the website are optimized for carpet repair Tulsa, and it's not just I forgot to do the title tags. Like, we just did the SEO basics and did it well, and this is the result of this. So it is possible if you don't have the budget for citations or backlinks or Google Ads, you can start seeing those results. However, I do recommend my clients invest in Google Ads because that's the quickest way to get service calls, because that's the first thing people see. Let me just pop back over. Here's an ad right here. That's the first thing people see when they go to Google and search for a service is an ad. So I think it's the best way to get service calls. And then you build this foundation. So he started out as an average position of not available, and now he is on an average position in the Google Map Packs at 4.1. We're not stopping with this. I just thought this was a really good point to show what has happened in 3 months of an SEO campaign. Our plan next is to now jump into getting citations. He has more of a budget for citations, so that's the first thing we're going to do. Get some citations. That's going to help build out the business web presence, and then we're going to really focus on getting those reviews. Getting the reviews, I think, is going to bump him up quite a bit in the Google business and the Google Map Pack, because reviews are weighted pretty heavy in Google's rankings. It seems that's what I've noticed. So we're going to set him up an automation, so like a text automation, because he doesn't get people's emails, and that was kind of a hurdle that we had to come over, like thinking about this review automation campaign. How do we help him get more reviews? So the plan is he's going to send us he's going to fill out a form, add his clients' phone numbers, and then we have an automation set up to then text those customers asking for a review, so he doesn't have to think about it. There'll be a link to the Google Business Profile, and they can leave a review there. That will help out a ton in rankings. So that is it for this video. If you're a service-based business and you're struggling to get more calls, I would love to talk with you. I should have a link in the description that you can book a no obligation, no hard sell, just conversation with me to see how we can help your business get more monthly service calls like we did for Carpet Repair Tulsa. So if you found this video helpful, it'd be awesome if you liked it and you subscribe to the channel. I'd really appreciate that. Thanks for staying to the end and watching this, and hopefully this helps you understand more of what an SEO campaign looks like if you are just starting out with your business.